This is happening and it's going to accelerate really, really fast from 2025 to 2030. Trump and Elon now working to take over the banking system. As I shared with you guys, Ripple, I believe, will become a bank. Coinbase will become a bank. Crypto.com will become a bank. Kraken will become a bank. Wells Fargo, Bank of America, JP Morgan will be begging to custody your cryptocurrency here in the next 24 months. My prediction. I think 24 months would be safe to say. But there's a thing called decentralization. And what I want you all to do, if you're new to cryptocurrency, or you've been in it a while and you haven't been diving in, is you need to understand DeFi, decentralized finance. Trump is not afraid of us being our own bank. The old regime definitely was. Okay. They were really, really fearful of things not going through a centralized system. Okay. But remember, the money ends up in the same 1%'s hands every single time until you understand how money flows through the system. That's why they call it a bank. What does a bank do? It dams up the water. Okay. And they make it current. So you put your money in a bank and they go make your money current. They lend it out to the next person walking in. They put in the capital markets. They insure your money. Banks make money in three ways: interest income, fee income, and capital markets income. So as we start to learn about decentralization and DeFi, we have to understand that we have the opportunity to become our own bank. And that's how you make an economy grow. When people have access to their wealth, when people can get their money very quickly, where they can put money into the system, there should be no fear. And that's the beauty of 2025 and beyond. It's the age of Aquarius. It's authenticity. The borders are breaking down, connectivity, and people cooperating together. So I'm going to show you some facts, figures, numbers, logic on how Elon and Trump are working to take over not only the United States and the world, but the financial system. So this was announced. I'll show you the thing on Fox here, and then I'll show you the CEO of X. It says X money payment system to launch in 2025. X CEO. So this is her tweet. I keep calling it Twitter. Her post on X. It says in 20. So Linda, I can't even pronounce her last name. She is the CEO of X. In 2024, X changed the world. Now you are the media. 2025, X will connect you in ways you thought were not possible. X TV, X money, Grok, and more. Get ready for decentralization. Okay. Now I want to show you guys this. Now, the things that I'm about to show you, okay, these are not recommendations. I have no affiliation with them, but I want to give you an example of things that are happening right now, which is decentralization. Because a lot of people I meet on the streets that watch the channel, still people are struggling to understand this. Okay. Centralization is where there's a centralized party, right? You got to go through a bank. It goes up and through the SWIFT system, but we're heading into a system where you're going to be able to lend off your own cryptocurrency. You're going to be able to get money at the speed of light. You're going to become your own bank. One example of it is Trump-supported World Liberty Financial taps Chainlink Data Services as DeFi platform takes shape. And I'm going to show you his DeFi platform. Once again, I'll share with you guys, I am an investor in this. You do have to be an accredited investor. So if you are an accredited investor, you can go through the process to invest in it. But this is World Liberty Financial, not a recommendation. I just put some money in it to see where this thing goes. Okay, so if you tap into this, they're shaping the new era of finance. So this is an example. We're leading a financial revolution by dismantling, keyword dismantling, the stranglehold of traditional financial institutions and putting the power back where it belongs, in your hands. Okay, so what does that mean? If traditional banking doesn't get up with DeFi and cryptocurrency and blockchain, it's going to be a blockbuster moment. Banks are going to completely change form within the next 6 years. They are going to have to get in the game with DeFi. They're going to have to get in the game with custody your cryptocurrency. If not, they will go away. It's a blockbuster moment. Okay, think about this. Trump is going to take us into the golden era. You're going to be able to become your own bank. By 2030, you're either going to be investing in the rails and own them, or you're going to be consumed by them. Is going to be no middle ground. Let me show you a little bit about this as well. So if you go a little bit deeper in here, here we go. So this is the team for, again, I'm not recommending you invest in this. You have to be an accredited investor. You go through the process. I just got a piece of it to see what it transpires into, if you do have ownership in it, or I guess tokens in it, you get to be part of the governance, which is pretty cool. So Donald Trump is a chief crypto advocate. Eric Trump is the Web3 ambassador. We got Donald Trump Jr. as Web3 ambassador. We got Barron Trump as Web3 ambassador. And you got all these other gentlemen here. So Trump is bringing crypto to America. I want to show you the next thing that's happening within crypto. This is crazy, guys. So think about this. How many of you bought a home? Many of you guys, right? You go to the lender, you got closing, you got all this stuff, 90 days that falls through, the lender needs this. So when you have a large amount of cryptocurrency, you now are the bank. You can now buy a new home and keep your cryptocurrency. You can do a crypto mortgage and lend up to 100% of your crypto. This stuff is wild. You don't have to sell your crypto. You can borrow up to 5 million on a 30-year term. You can finance up to 100%, no money required to qualify. Okay. You don't have to, you can finance 100% of your crypto. Quick application, 100% online. And you're getting your cash immediately. You're not going through a process. You're basically becoming the bank. So now do you see why I'm holding my Bitcoin forever? I am accumulating, 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 accumulating. I will never sell my Bitcoin. Bitcoin and my insurance policies are two ways that I'm banking on myself. Okay. Very, very clearly, I'm becoming my own bank. My Bitcoin will be a bank. If I want to access my Bitcoin, I will lend against my Bitcoin. Again, I have no affiliation with Milo, no affiliation with the Trump thing. I am an investor in it. I did buy some tokens in it. Not a recommendation. I have no idea where it's going to go, what's going to happen with it, but I want to show you how things are radically transforming. So just to explain, if this is new to you, imagine having $300,000 in Bitcoin, right? And you find a little condo for $150,000, which I don't know where you're going to find that, but just giving you a scenario, right? So you're cruising along and you are in a $20,000 a year, $30,000 a year job. Okay. And you're like, damn, I can't even qualify for this property. Well, guess what? You can take your $300,000. You're now the bank in Bitcoin. You don't even have to sell it because it's going to continue to go up. And that's why they're allowing you to leverage it. You could leverage 150,000 and go buy your property in an instant. And now you're paying back the bank. You're the bank. You're paying the loan back to yourself. On the other side, with insurance, when I exit 50% of my altcoins, I stuff and max fund my insurance policies. And now I'm the bank. I'm borrowing against myself. So when I get loans to multiply my money, I'm lending against myself and I'm paying myself back. That's why they push back on companies like Ripple. America got caught with no swim trunks on. The tide went out. Decentralization is here, and these are the type of things that are coming. Okay. I want to get you guys excited about this. So bullish Michael Saylor breaks down his 13 million Bitcoin prediction. Now, I want to share something around with Bitcoin. And so I'm a huge XRP. My biggest holding is XRP. My second biggest would be Bitcoin, and my third would be it's either HBAR or XLM. But my point behind this is when you talk about Bitcoin, people are like, "Oh my God, it's what is it at 97,000 right now, right?" You can buy a Satoshi. You can buy $10 in Bitcoin. You can buy $100 in Bitcoin. The thing that I say to people is if you got to zero point 0.1 Bitcoin and 10,000 in XRP, 10,000 XRP, and you just accumulated that and you just sat on it, set it and forget it, I truly believe that your life would be completely different in the next 20 to 30 years. I really believe that. I truly believe that. But here's the thing. People go to Starbucks, they spend $8 a day, they eat out every single day. They got three different gym memberships that they don't even use. They got, Netflix, they got all these things, but people will say to us all the time, JB, I don't have any money to invest. Most people don't have a money problem, they have a priority problem. So what I ask that you do is look at your debts and non-negotiables. Look at the memberships you have. Look at all these things. You don't even have to change your lifestyle in regards to you don't have to change or make more money. You can decrease your debts, go down to non-negotiables, and invest the extra income that you created by going down to the things that you need. And from there, then you start to build. You're still very, very early in the long term. In the short term, we're in the bull run, okay? We're about to see a blow off top. January, February, March, April. Remember, selling may go away. It's going to cool off. And then back end of 2025, it's going to go up. So even if you're putting on a long-term horizon, if you buy the top, you're still buying the bottom of the future. Does that make sense? So for me, I'm not in the get rich quick. I buy every single day and I buy the dips, okay? If I buy the top in May, then I still know I'm buying the bottom in the future, right? So I just want to make it very clear. You're still very early in the long term. In the short term, you got to get your wheels going a little bit right now, right? January, you're seeing it start to come up. After inauguration, I believe it's just going to go parabolic. And then we're going to see some high moves and it's going to cool off a little bit. So let's listen to Michael Saylor's. Let's listen to his rationale on 13 million.
So in your presentation, you have this slide twice. The first one, right now, Bitcoin is $2 trillion. You're saying in 21 years, $280 trillion. How do we get there?
What I'm saying is the wealth in the entire world is growing because of innovation, because of technology, but also because of inflation. And people are thinking to sell their Central African real estate to buy Bitcoin, or sell their Siberian natural gas to buy Bitcoin, or sell their Argentine currency to buy Bitcoin. So as people migrate their capital into this global monetary asset, that asset class is going to grow faster than the rest of equity, faster than gold, faster than real estate.
But also, did I read somewhere that you're saying each Bitcoin would be worth the equivalent of $13 million?
Yeah, well, when you crank in the growth rate, which for me, the base case is 29% a year on average for 21 years, that gets you from where we are today to 13 million a coin in the year 2045.
That's crazy, right? What do you guys think? What do you think about his calculations? Okay, so here's where the logic kicks in and why I have my strategy. Now, number one, I'm very, very, very serious about this. I don't think you should be in one asset class. I don't agree with people like, I'm all in on crypto. I'm all in on real estate. For me and my family, we're diversified. Okay. We are heavily weighted in crypto, but we de-risk by pulling it down the risk pyramid. So my strategy is Bitcoin. Again, I'm holding it like gold. I'm holding it based on these base cases. And the reason why logically, using logic, okay, and I'm going to go deeper into this tomorrow on my video to give you guys more logic, is that if the crypto market, well, Bitcoin drives the whole crypto market, first of all, right? If all these assets start to fall into Bitcoin and these asset managers start allocating 2% of people's portfolio in there, it's only going to increase. Okay. So why would I ever sell my Bitcoin? I can leverage against it, like I showed you, to buy assets. I can become my own bank on there. With my alternative coins, okay, I'm exiting 50% on the way up. I pull down the risk pyramid. Okay, you got at the top of the risk pyramid. So it's on the left side, it goes up, high risk, high return. Crypto's at the top of it. You got stocks down here, real estate right in the middle. Anything that's like this goes higher up on the risk pyramid. And then it kind of bottoms out as you get down to bonds, you get down to FDIC insured accounts, you got insurance at the bottom of the risk pyramid. So I pull profits, I come down, I max fund my buckets. So now I got two banks sitting there. Bitcoin, my bank, and I'll have my insurance policies, my bank. Now, Bitcoin, my bank, is going to be something I can leverage, right? Tax-free. On the other side, my insurance, I'm actually getting market-like returns. I have the death benefit, right? I have living benefits, and I can borrow against my cash value to multiply my money if I want to buy more assets. I can buy more Bitcoin. I can buy real estate, right? But I only want to borrow if I'm going to buy something that's going to generate cash flow. When those buckets are full, I'll get a little bit more silver. I'm going to be getting in real estate for tax liabilities, and I'm building a ETF dividend strategy. The money that comes from my earned income in the dividend EFT strategy, I'm de-risking back into Bitcoin and XRP. Why would I store it in the US dollar when it has 3% purchasing power? I use the US dollar to transact, to pay my team members, keep some in the account for emergencies, to pay my bills. And then I'm transmuting a deflating dollar into a deflationary asset like Bitcoin. And I believe XRP is going to be number two. Number one and number two is going to be Bitcoin and XRP. So what I'm doing is I'm de-risking off into insurance, right? So if this side collapses, I got my insurance, right? I got earned income from my businesses. And the goal in this bull run is to have assets pay for all the debts and non-negotiables. And then all the earned income can go back into assets. And then that's freedom. Right? It's not this bull run buying Lambos and stuff to impress people we don't even like, as Gary Vee says. It's about security. It's about freedom. It's about peace of mind. It's about being decentralized and having the freedom of choice, the freedom of time, and being able to be with your family and raise your kids to buy that land. I mean, I can just see it, man. 10 years from now, I'll be off on a farm, enjoying myself, completely free, minimalist in regards to things and more about experiences, man. So, oh man, it's just such a great time. I feel so grateful for 2025. And I hope that you're feeling that way no matter where you're at. And if you're just starting out, you're right on time. You're not late. You're right on time. Bull run number one is your education. This is your education bull run. Think about it. Only 5% of the population has exposure to crypto. Everything's going to be tokenized eventually, and only 5%. So you're really early. Okay. Bull run number one, you're just learning this bull run. Bull run number two, 2028 to 2030, that'll be your wealth one. Okay. If you can be patient for 6 to 10 years, you could live the rest of your life the best of your life, but you got to build a game plan. Bull run number one is learning. Bull run number two is wealth. And bull run number three is generational wealth. And then once we learn this stuff, we got to pass it down to our kids in the next generation. So I hope that information helps. I love you guys very, very much. Huge warning. I will never proactively DM you. Those are all scammers. We do not invest people's crypto. We don't have a crypto trading platform. We will never ask you to send us money directly. I'll never contact you on WhatsApp, Telegram, or directly on Instagram. I'll never reach out to you proactively. I'll never comment on your profile proactively. Okay. We do not have an investment platform. Those are scammers. QFS accounts are a scam. You don't need a QFS account. Okay. Brad Garlinghouse isn't doing a giveaway. Don't ever send your crypto to anybody you do not know personally. Stay safe out there. Okay. What we do have for you is if you'd like to be part of my community, by the end of today, we'll be at 10,000 warriors, or by the end of Sunday, we'll be at 10,000 warriors we've helped since 2020 get their shit together. My revolutionary 120-day challenge, community calls, market calls, education, support. And it's the tribe, man. It's your tribe. It's your vibe. We'd love and be honored to help you through the next 6 years. On the other side of that, I talk about cash value life insurance all the time. It's something I'm very, very passionate about. I have a team in all 50 states and Canada to support you with a free needs assessment. Absolutely free. Okay. It's a retirement strategy. What I do may not work for you. So if you're interested in learning how to insure your family and your wealth, okay, we can help you with that. That's a free consultation. You'll never send my team members money directly. Okay. So they've got the Warrior Academy. Then over here, we got the free needs assessment that'll help you figure out what your retirement strategies are. And that's all in the bio here in social media or in my description of my video. And as we always say, Warriors, let's get your shit together. Love you guys. I'll see you on the inside.